Okay, so as to the specific idea for the project, for both research and implementation is a project. And the ideas you plan to use for a project, you may refer to some existing papers, right, to design either your own model or implement some existing models. It will provide a list of existing some possible research ideas or directions, but you don't need to choose from this list. You can use the ideas below as your inspiration for your own variant of similar problems. When you look for original work, the main database conferences you may refer to include Sigamode, VODB, ICDE, CIDR, and the main conference for the journals on database can cover TODS, VODB journal, and TKDE, and Sigamode record. And the main data mining conferences include KDD, ICDM, SDM, and the main conference on IR, information retrieval, covers the SQL, the web, as well as ACM and CIKM conference. Besides these conferences, you may also refer to some scientific publication websites like DBOP, SciSynex, Google Scholar, Microsoft Academic Search, ACM Digital Library, and IEEE Explore. We provide you a list of some example ideas for your reference, so you can use it as your reference to think about your own ideas. So the first idea we can probably refer is called Top-K query processing and optimization. Traditional query processing over structured data identifying the exact matches of the queries. And this exact matching query model is not appropriate for many database systems and applications, which may require queries to be fuzzy. Often, the exploration of user preferences are not hard Boolean constraints. Here, this Top-K query model is natural in many scenarios and application domains and has been extensively studied in the literatures. If you still remember, in queries, we can write down as start from where. This where denotes condition. And normally for the where, which will be a Boolean expression, denoting if the record matches the keywords or condition or not. However, for some fuzzy applications, probably we cannot find these exact matches. Instead, we can find these Top-K matches which are close to our conditions instead. Besides this one, we can also try this graph database and graph data management. Recently, there have been a lot of interest in the application of graphs in different domains. Before, the database system meant for these kinds of records as now tuples, right? However, for graph, it is very hard to store them as tuples into database systems. Therefore, if you plan to implement a graph database system which can store and manage the graph data directly, it will also be a good idea. In addition, we can also try data stream analysis and management. So, if you know, for some stream data, let's stock market, right? For the stock price, generally the stock price keep changing with time. Before, if we do the mining or do the management of the data for stock price, we assume we have full records of the stock already. However, in the real world, this stock keep continuing, right? Therefore, if we can develop a model or a system which can handle this kinds of stream data and also update the system as we have more data come into the system, which will be essential and will also important. So if you are working on data mining or machine learning, you should know some directions on research like the online learning, right? And this kind of direction works on some models which will grow with the data we have. Besides this, we can also try some other directions like social media analysis on like Facebook and Twitter data we can get from the web and analyze some social behaviors of users inside these platforms. Also, we can also try some big data analytics as well as web data analytics and management and some other topics on data management as well. And you can use this list of ideas as your reference to decide the idea of your project on both research and implementation. Because normally, after you decide your flavor, you have to choose a specific topic, right? But if you work on research or implementation, you need to decide a specific topic you plan to work on the project, which will be either on like social media, on big data, on web data, data stream, graph data, and Top-K queries, for example. Of course, besides this, you can also try to think about by yourself to find some new problems you can work on for the project. That should be fine for me. Only if this topic is correlated with data management, that should be fine for me. Okay, so this is about project. I think everything should be very clear for you already on both the favorites, the topics, as well as the several stages, and the reports we may require you to submit for each of the stages. And if you have any questions, welcome to let me know by emails, and you can contact T as well if you have any concerns. Okay, so that's it for the project, and let's move to the next section on these fundamentals of database system. We will provide a recap, overview of this kind of basic knowledge about database system for you. Okay, thanks for your attention. That's it.